Good morning everyone. Welcome to this video. This video cover radicals. This video presented by me Radhesham Misra. I am your assistant chemistry teacher. So let us start. Radicals. When a compound is formed, it contains two radicals. One is acid radical and other is known as basic radical. Means if we directly state that compounds when separated, it's separated into two parts. One is acidic radicals and another is basic radicals. So in other words, we can say that radical are formed when compounds is separated. So when compound is separated, it converts into acid radical as well as basic radical. Okay, getting my point? So it means each and every compounds are formed by the help of radicals, and when compounds is separated, then they split into two parts. One is acid radical and another is basic radicals. Basic radical means electropositive ion. And acidic radical means or acid radical means electronegative ions. This thing when we explain by the help of example, suppose we take example of ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride is the compound. And when ammonium chloride is separated, it's separated into ammonium plus chloride ions. Here ammonium shows basic radicals. Ammonium is basic radical while chloride ion is acidic radical. Another example, calcium sulfate. When calcium sulfate is separated, it's separated into Ca plus 2 and SO4 minus 2 charge. Ca plus 2 is the example of basic radical. While SO4 minus 2 is the example of acidic radical. Okay. So calcium sulfates are formed by the help of radicals. When it's separated, it shows basic radical, acidic radicals. Simply we can say that positive charge ions is known as basic radicals, means electro positive radicals, electropositive radicals is known as basic radicals, or electronegative radicals is known as acidic radicals. I hope you understood. So it is just a small introduction about the radicals. So radicals, when compounds are formed, then they formed by the help of radicals, and when they separated, then they separated into acidic radicals or basic radicals. Basic radicals is known as electropositive radicals, while acidic radicals is known as electronegative radicals. So now come on the definition. Okay, so in the definition you can say that when a groups of atoms, when a group of atoms Bs positive or negative charge called radicals. So very simple definition: when a group of atoms bears positive or negative charge called radicals. Okay, when a group of atoms bears positive or negative charge called radicals. Radicals again classified into two categories: radicals again or further classified into two class or parts or categories, depend on your use, right? So radicals again classified into two parts. First part is known as simple radical, and another part is known as compound radical. Okay, up to this point, students, you know that radicals means a single atoms or a group of atoms can bears positive or negative charge, they are considered as radicals. So here it is simple radicals and compound radicals. So means when a single atoms bears charge called simple radicals, called simple radicals. And in case of compound radicals, when a group of atoms bears charge, known as compound radicals. So let's clear this concept by the help of examples. So simple radical means K plus, here only one atom, bears Cl minus, OH, after this Na plus. Okay, so the when a single atom bears positive or negative charge, it is a part of simple radicals. Understood? When a single element bears positive or negative charge, it is the example of simple radicals. And in case of compound radicals, when a group of atoms just like ammonium, hydroxyl group, acetate group, when a group of atoms bears positive or negative charge, known as compound radicals. Clear? So in radicals, first radicals is a part of compounds. When compounds is separated, then they provide two types of radicals. One is basic and other is acidic radicals. Definition: a group of atoms when bears positive or negative charge, known as radicals. Radicals again classified into simple radicals as well as in compound radicals. Simple radicals state that it contains only single atoms with charge. Here single atom shows charge, and in case of compound radicals, compounds bears the means more than one atom bears the positive or negative charge. After this, we will discuss the examples of acidic radicals as well as basic radicals. So first examples, basic radicals. Basic radicals. So basic radicals is also known as electropositive radicals. Electropositive radicals. And these radicals again classified on the behalf of its charge. So when radicals bears only single charge, single positive charge known as monoelectropositive. And examples here. In example first, ammonium. Example here NH4 plus. Second example, Eurus. The symbol of Eurus is Au plus. Third, cuprous. You know that cuprous bears only one positive charge. Because when I explained here variable valency, then in case of variable valency, I explained here when valency less, then you use suffix us, and when valency is more, then you use suffix ik. Okay, so here are some examples of mono. Afterward, dielectropositive, here etc. You know there's a lot of numbers of presence of radicals, and some radicals examples also given in your book in a table, so please go through that table. And here it is not possible I explain the each and every radicals on green board, because if I explain then video will be very long. So I will write here. I will write up here only few examples. So dielectropositive examples just like calcium, Ca+2, barium, Ba+2. After this, group second, magnesium, Mg+2, Ca+2. Okay. Trivalent ट्राई इलेक्ट्रोपॉजिटिव, ट्राई इलेक्ट्रोपॉजिटिव, फेरिक, फेरिक Sp+3, other aluminium, Al+3, tetravalent electropositive, plumbic, tetravalent, where I write, okay, is this one, tetravalent electropositive, tetravalent electropositive. First, plumbic, Pb+4, Pb+4. Second, platinic, Pt+4, and so on. So these are the examples of electropositive radicals or basic radicals. So basic radicals also contains mono, di, tri, tetra, and mono examples already given, di also given, tri also given, and tetra also given, and mostly examples are given in your books, one table, so you go through that tables and prepare it, okay, because without radicals you are not able to form how to make formula, okay. So our next topic, how to make formula, how to write chemical formula. So first you go through that tables and prepare which elements bears how much charge, okay. Second, now we are going to discuss the acidic radicals after the basic radicals. Our second topic is acidic radicals, and you know well acidic radicals means electronegative elements. Here electronegative, and here acidic radical or acid radical, depend on you write both. Okay, after the acid radical, right, first acidic radicals also bears mono electronegative. Here examples of mono electronegative means one single charge, one single negative charge, just like acetate. Bears one single negative charge, and in basic radicals then bears one single positive charge. After acids, hydroxyl ion. Hydroxyl ion means OH minus, fluorine or fluoride ion, F minus, the same chloride ions, bromide ions, and so on, is the example of monovalent electronegative radicals. Second, divalent electronegative. Divalent means two negative. Monovalent means one negative charge. Divalent means two negative charge. Trivalent means three negative charge, and tetravalent means four negative charge. Just same for positive charge. Mono means one positive charge, di means two positive, and tri means three positive, and tetra means four positive. Okay, so divalent electronegative atom or ions, divalent electronegative radicals. Example, electronegative radicals. Examples here. First, divalent means two negative, just like sulfate. SO4 minus 2. Understood? Means 2 negative charge. Sulfide. Sulfide means SO3 minus 2. Third, oxalate Cr2O7 minus 2. Oxalate या chromate Cr2O7 minus 2 and so on. For trivalent electronegative, So here in case of divalent electronegative radicals, sulfide, chromate, Cr2O4. Okay. Cr2O4 is chromate, and don't confuse. Oxalate means Cr2O7. Trivalent electronegative. Tri means here 3. So example, trivalent electronegative elements: nitride, simple examples, nitrogen, nitride, N minus 3. After nitride, phosphide. It means which elements? Valency 3. They have again 3 elements. They be as trivalent electronegative elements. P minus 3. So it is a simple one example related to compound form. So in compound form, just like phosphate. Phosphate means PO4 minus 3 and so on. And for tetravalent, tetra means 4. For tetravalent, simple example, carbon shows valency 4, so carbon. Another, hexacyanoferrate means FeCl6 power 4. Hexacyanoferrate. Clear? So these are the examples of radicals. So students, I request to each and everyone, please go through with the help of tables. That tables are present in books, and prepare the radicals, because radicals are helpful in the next video, and that video is based on the how to write chemical formula. So now wind up this video. I hope you understood, and if you have any problem, then you write in comment section. Okay, then.